Good evening. This is CTV News for Tuesday, May 5th. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Gina Barty. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, 28 officers have been killed in the line of duty in Prince George's County since 1937, according to the police department. Today, members of the force join hundreds of other officers to remember their fallen colleagues. Denise Douglas is in D.C. with the details.
Law enforcement from throughout the region turned out for a mass here at St. Patrick's Catholic Church here in downtown D.C. on 10th Street to honor fellow officers who've been killed in the line of duty. Many expressed thoughts and prayers for New York police officer Brian Moore, who died yesterday after being shot over the weekend while on duty with his partner. Many presume that the shooting was the result of the fact that he was a cop. During the mass, which was packed, Archbishop WUERL acknowledged Moore's service. He also praised all of the officers for bravery in protecting the community every day.
Enormous gratitude that there are still those as young as 25 years old who are willing to stand between us and danger, between us and violence, who still have the ideals, the courage, to step forward and say, because I will stand here, you can get to church. You can visit your families. You can go to work.
The part that I think is important is that when an officer is lost in this country, it doesn't matter where. The loss of that officer in New York affected us in Prince George's County. It affects all of us because we're all doing the same job, trying to do the same job in an honorable way to serve our community. And one death anywhere affects all of us.
Archbishop WUERL also called for peace, citing several Bible verses and what Jesus would have wanted for our communities.
That peace can change the world. A peace that can alter the events on the streets of our cities and in every part of the world.
In terms of numbers, 117 officers died in the line of duty nationwide in 2014. In the Washington, D.C. area, that number is 10. In Prince George's County, it is 0. The Mass that was held here today at St. Patrick's Catholic Church is one of the activities as part of National Police Week. The full week of activities begins on the 11th of May and ends on the 17th. I'm Denise Douglas in downtown D.C., CTV News.
A candlelight memorial is being held at the County Administration Building tomorrow at 7 in the evening. Then on the 10th, things officially kick off with a motorcycle ride at 9:45 in the morning at RFK Stadium.
Several municipalities held elections yesterday, and today residents in 2 more towns are casting their ballots. The city of Hyattsville has 1 ward where a slew of candidates are vying for the seat.
Well, Ward 1 is interesting for this particular election because there are quite a few people running, 7 or 8 people running for the council seat. So I'm hoping, first of all, it's a very good sign of the high level of interest by a number of residents in the city to participate in the running of the city. And I'm hoping we have a really, really, really good turnout since there are so many people interested. And in this case, since there's so many people running, every single vote counts.
And in University Park, town officials say they're hoping for a good turnout despite having no contested races.
4, 5, and 6 running today. We do our elections every year, so next year will be the other wards and mayor. We have 4 great candidates, so they would love your support, so please come vote.
And next Tuesday, May 12th, Landover will also hold city elections. Well, a suspicious package found in a satellite office of the Maryland Comptroller turns out to be a forgotten backpack left over from an event yesterday. But emergency workers took no chances when they responded to the 8100 block of Professional Place in Landover about 10:30 this morning.
We were just told to stay inside and don't leave the building.
Were you on lockdown?
Somewhat, in a classroom in the building.
How long did that last?
I would say about 15, 20 minutes now.
And workers were released from lockdown by 11:30 a.m.
A majority of pharmacies that were shut down after being looted during the Baltimore City riots last week are expected to reopen by May 9th. But the fate of this Rite Aid located on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard remains unclear. CVS says it wants to maintain a presence in the community and just announced announced plans to reopen 2 locations damaged during the riots. At least 10 retail pharmacies and smaller shops were hit hard by rioters when they ransacked the stores on April 27th. Meantime, Maryland's Insurance Administration Commissioner says businesses need to make sure they are up to date on their insurance needs. Al Redmer is also urging insurers to expedite claims, even if police reports are not yet available. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Gina Barty.
And I'm Patricia Valone.